Hey y'all, this is Jamari Terrell, and I'm back with another banging ass chapter. Ooh. Alright, look. So, if y'all don't know, you gotta catch up. Go to the videos and go find out what happened before, because I'm not repeating it. Period. But no, seriously, this is Jamari Terrell, and this is my YouTube audio erotica book entitled Don't Judge Me, Judge Your Mom. And we, as in the rest of the world, is on chapter 2, but for some reason I forgot to post this chapter, so don't curse me out, y'all. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. But this is chapter 1, part 4. This is chapter 1, part 4. Couple things before I begin. Number 1, you must be 18 years old to ride this wave. You must be 18 years old to ride this wave. It's not for you. Take your little young ass on somewhere and go do a book report. Number 2, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. So therefore you get all the notifications and everything every time I post any type of anything, any video, anything to my channel. Y'all don't want to miss it. I promise you. I wrote it. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. So, I hope y'all got your wine, because I got mine. Everybody on the count of 3, take a sip. 1, 2, 3. Y'all go comment below what kind of wine y'all drink so I can drink it. Try it just a little bit. All right. So, let's start off. Let's go back just a little bit. Jason removed his finger from out of her pussy and brought his fingers up and sucked on his fingers hard. Thank God Tone's phone was ringing, but he just so happened to be struggling to answer. Otherwise, he would have saw Jason. I'm sorry, I have to take this. Baby, you good? Tone asked, struggling, but standing prepared to walk off. His girlfriend was calling. He dared not answer while sitting at the table with Val. He wasn't that type of man to be messy anyway, and that would have been messy. Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I got any luck at this casino. Meet you at the room later? Val asked Tone, also standing. Yeah, baby, whatever you want. He replied right before he rushed off. Val walked away from the table without saying a word to Jason. She was pissed. What kind of shit was he into? Whatever it was, she ain't want no parts. Val walked through the doors of the Golden Nugget and sat down at one of the slot machines. She inserted a $100 bill and pulled the lever. She didn't notice how upset she was until she realized how hard she was pulling down on the lever of the machine. Who the fuck did he think he was? And then to put his dirty ass hands in my pussy at the fucking table? Like, that's gross. There was rage embedded inside of her. She wanted to release her anger on something. She wanted to punch on something, or even better, somebody. Jason. She got off from the machine and headed towards the elevators. She was so angry that she never cashed out. So the next person that sat at that particular machine would have been very happy. Not only did she leave her own money inside, but she had just hit for $438, and she left it there. Valerie stepped on the elevator and pressed the button to his floor. She walked down the hallway and knocked on door number 1013. There was a brief silence before Jason opened the door. Valerie did not wait for an invitation. She walked past him as if she belonged there. Jason's room was beautiful, totally different from her and Tone's room. He had a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom suite with a living room and a bar that sat next to the front door. It looked more like an apartment instead of a room. There were beautiful big windows in each room. You couldn't help but to look out at the beautiful city and the lights. If you looked out of one window, you could see the Hard Rock Hotel. But if you looked out the other window, you could see the Harris Hotel. Nighttime was among them, so the view was simply gorgeous. What the fuck were you thinking, Jason? Screamed Val without even waiting for him to close the door. What are you talking about? I didn't know that y'all two was together, and I also didn't know I would be fucking my partner's girl, yelled Jason in his own defense. His friend. I'm his fucking friend. I'm not his girl. I'm his friend, replied Val, helping herself to a double shot of whiskey from the bottle that was sitting at the bar. Val wasn't a drinker, but for this scandal, she needed a drink or a stiff joint. So what's the problem? I'm quite confused to why you're even upset in the first place, replied Jason. The fuck do you mean? Him and I are seeing each other. We're fucking, Jason. She lied. They weren't fucking. Remember, his gummy wouldn't get hard. But you aren't a fucking couple, Valerie. Like, come on. It's obvious that we're attracted to each other. Please, just give me one chance. If you were mine, I promise I wouldn't even let you out of my eyesight. You're too beautiful to be a sideline hoe. What? Valerie slammed down her glass, almost breaking it. Wait. I'm not calling you a hoe. I'm just saying he doesn't value you the way I would. Please, just come to me. Jason walked to Val and softly removed the glass from her hand. He placed his hand on her chin to lift her head. He kissed her, slowly allowing his tongue to slide between her slightly parted lips. She had remembered that tongue and the way it felt swimming across her nipples earlier. He reached down to her ass, not to grab it, but to pick her body up and sit her down on the bar counter. Jason parted her thighs and went to fucking town. The way he ate her pussy was like no other. He ate her pussy as if he was personally taught by the oral god herself. The oral god had to be a woman, and she must have taught him how to gracefully suck the soul out of a woman's clitoris. Valerie came over and over and over and over and over and over again. Jason wiped his mouth and stepped back to watch her shake like Bambi did when it was first born. He was proud of his accomplishments as well as intrigued. She tasted as good as she felt. Valerie eased her body from the bar and struggled to regain her strength. She was not going out like that. She had to get him back for making her feel like that. And then on top of that fucking good, it was only right. Jason went to sit down on the sofa and flicked through the channels, smiling on the inside. She made her way to the living room and stood in front of him. Take your fucking briefs off. That was a command. She meant business this time. Val, you know you don't have to. Jason, stop talking and do as I say and do it the very exact same way that I tell you to do it. Damn, you talk too fucking much, she said. Jason was not used to a woman talking to him like this. Hell, anybody talking to him like this. But he did enjoy her company, and he didn't want to piss her off, so he did what he was told. Val immediately dropped to her knees and grabbed his thriving dick and placed only the head in her mouth. Jason let out a soft moan. Ooh. She added a few more inches into her warm mouth. He moaned again, and there was an arch in his back. He reached down to grab her head, and she instantly pushed his hands away. Don't fucking touch me, she said. Valerie was a show-off when it came to performing oral sex. She was the GOAT. Officially the GOAT. And the GOAT was the female who could suck peanut butter out of a Capri Sun straw. And in this case, the GOAT's name was Valerie. Valerie sucked and slurped and sucked and slurped and sucked and slurped. She did tricks that weren't even done by the real porn stars. She knew Jason was going closer and closer to his ending when his chest pumped faster and faster. She heard his toes crack behind her. Jason had to pay for what he did earlier at the dinner table, and this was a perfect way to punish him. So she stopped. She stood in front of him and wiped her mouth and began to walk to the door. Jason snatched her by her hair and pulled her closer to him. Jason, what are you... Before she could finish her sentence, she was rushed to the window of one of the rooms. Her naked body was exposed for the whole Atlantic City to see, and she didn't give not one fuck. They didn't know her. When she left, she would never see those people again. As Jason stood with his body pressed into her from behind, he kissed her neck roughly and explained what he had already seen. I've been in this room for the past 3 days, and I watched strangers fuck each other over and over. I've touched myself watching them over and fucking over. Tonight, I want you. Whatever happens tomorrow, I don't give a fuck. But right now, I need to feel you just one more time. He pinched her nipples as she let out a scream. Oh, it hurt so good. She raised her right leg and allowed him to plunge into her waiting pussy. Her creamy goodness trickled down her legs and onto the floor. Each time he pushed himself into her, he pressed her bare body into the window. People were watching. She loved it. Oh, snap. She loved it. She loved strangers watching her. Fuck, Jason, what are you... She moaned, making this the best night of your fucking life. Push back on me, damn it, and let me feel that pussy, baby, he said. Let me see how much fun. Let these people see how much fun we're having on our last night together. Look at that guy. Looks like he's enjoying himself right along with us. There was a guy standing at the window, stroking his dick at full speed. Fucking yeah, fuck that bitch, he said while pleasing himself. That guy was lucky that day. That was the second time seeing strangers fucking. He had just seen the bitch ride her man earlier. Now this, yeah. He felt so lucky that he was certain that he would hit one of those casino tables later. Oh my fucking God, Jason, please, harder. Oh, I'm about to come. You better not stop. She squeezed her eyes shut tighter and poked her butt out for Jason behind her. He was about to come too. Shit, so was the guy that was beating his dick in the window. On schedule, Valerie reached her climax. She stretched her arms out above her head and let go the hardest yet satisfying orgasm she had ever experienced in 33 years. Not far behind, Jason pumped harder and faster. He grabbed her hair and pressed her face into the window. As he pushed himself in deep as his 9.5 inches could go, he came so hard inside of her. Valerie slowly opened up her eyes, and a smile was on her face, and slowly removed her right leg from the nightstand. I guess we could say we gave them a live show in AC, said Jason, while still standing behind her, palming her breast. She chuckled. Guess we did. She smiled and looked out of the window at the lights blinking on the side of the building. She struggled to focus her vision because she had just squeezed her eyes so hard when she was coming. Wait! She gasped. Ain't you still coming, baby? Jason cracked a smile. No, she wasn't still coming. She was embarrassed. She'd been so caught up in the moment that she didn't care about fucking in front of strangers. No, these people didn't know her, but still, we live in a world where social media runs everything. Her eyes focused on a guy who had been jerking off to them, fucking in that big window. Her knees gave out instantly. Tone had just watched her for the second time that day be pounded by the same man that he just signed a contract with. The end. So, you guys, comment down in the comments. Let me know if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what is it that you didn't like about it, all of these things. As I said before, please my nails. Please make sure you like, subscribe, you comment, you share, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. So therefore you are getting all the notifications sent straight to your phone every time a video goes out. So, and don't forget, when y'all come over this way, make sure y'all grab y'all wine, because you're going to need it. One more for the road. You ready? 1, 2, 3. This is Jamira Terrell, and I'm signing out with the saying, as I always say, don't judge me, judge your mom. I'll see you on the next video cover.